We haven't done one of these. We haven't done one of these in a while, and we're doing this remotely instead of in person also, which is also making this weird and different. But hello, I am Christopher.
I am Jonathan. You may remember me in scenes similar to Code Geass and whatever the other one was that we watched with the train.
Bakano.
Thank you.
We're doing we're doing a bit of a test, and we have with us a third person, a friend. Introduce yourself.
Ryan, just here for a good time.
So
all the commentary.
Yep.
So we haven't done this in a while, and we're also doing it remotely, so this is a bit of an experiment, and rather than go in to do all the things that we had done before, we're going to do something a bit new, since this is also something new and different. And to start with this new weird thing that's different, we're going to watch the 1978 animation of Watership Down. So that's that. I've seen this movie as a kid, and it was one of those movies that traumatizes you as a kid, but I don't know if either of you have seen it or know anything about it or anything.
Nope. I have no clue other than I saw a bunny, and it looks like that bunny is going to get wrecked.
I also have not seen it.
Okay.
Do you concur that bunny appears as though it's going to be getting wrecked at some point in the near future?
It seems safe. It seems happy. It seems like it's ready to live its best life, as people in 2021 do. Live your best life. Don't tell it how to live its life.
Oh, okay.
Not okay.
So live your truth is basically what I'm hearing is your takeaway from the trailer for Watership Down that you've watched thus far.
I watched the credits when we were testing it.
Okay. So, since neither of you know anything about it, I say we just jump in, and then when we have a good time, and then we can talk about what we saw afterwards and during and things.
Oh, no. We must be entirely silent for the whole movie. Ryan, no talking.
Well, all right. So I figured out what my intro is going to be. My intro is going to be, hold on, guys. Wait a second. I need to fuel my addiction. So I'm going to actually go to my car and get my caffeine drink. And then they'll hopefully, when this gets super popular, become my corporate sponsor. So we're going to take 20 seconds for Ryan to fuel his myocardial infarction. This is my intro.
Well, while you leave,
I have a problem and I know it. Don't judge me.
While you leave, I'm also going to take 20 seconds and be right back.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, well then I'm going to do what I need to do too.
The microphone.
Wow. Yeah, I did.
I'll reclip it to myself.
Okay.
And Ryan's intro, Daddy's home.
All right. You both ready to go?
Sponsor me, Rockstar.
Yes.
All right. And we are going to start watching Watership Down. The source file I'm playing off of is 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 6 seconds. And all right, let's begin in 3, 2.
Long ago, the great Frith made the world. He made all the stars, and the world lived among the stars.
Now you said this is from the 70s?
Yep.
I'm getting some. I'm getting some real Woodstock vibes.
Are you sure this isn't from some sort of early first edition Christian school?
He had many friends.
No, this has definitely got some more like Native American, indigenous, godless pagan
Whoa!
vibes.
But after a time, the rabbits wandered everywhere, multiplying and eating as they went.
That's why we can't have nice things.
This is what equity looks like, right? Because the rabbits didn't have enough, and so they needed more?
Prince Rabbit.
Is this too soon for something like that?
Oh my
I shall
gosh.
find ways to control them.
Ooh.
Pharaoh would not listen and said to Frith, "My people are the strongest in the world.
Initiate
most-
Agenda 21.
Frith
Oh my
was
God.
determined to give a gift to Frera. He gave a present to every animal and bird, making each one different from the rest. When the fox came, and others like the dog and the cat, hawk and weasel,
So sharp.
to each of them, Frith gave a fierce desire to hunt and slay the children of El Herrera.
Yeah, I could definitely see how this would traumatize you as a child. Oh wow. Oh wow. He's really getting after those bunnies. Okay, they're
Frera knew that Frith was too clever for him, and he was frightened. He had never before seen the Black Rabbit of Death.
Looks like a gingerbread rabbit.
My friend, said Frith,
so there's a lot going
El
on.
Herrera, for I wish to give him a gift.
Chris, were we supposed to take drugs before we watched this?
No.
Well, Ryan's got the caffeine, so
So Frith said, come out, and I will bless you instead.
Can we just note that that rabbit is
That's it.
thick?
The fox and weasel are coming. If you want to bless me, you'll have to bless my bottom.
What'd I tell you, dude?
that rabbit booty.
He was shining white and flashed like a star. And his back legs grew long and powerful. And he tore across the hill faster than any creature in the world.
This rabbit's probably on Tinder. I think I saw him on there recently. I was
Out of
swiping
control.
on thick
The
ones.
world will be
Out of control.
Frith's with 1,000 enemies. And whenever they catch you,
It's not 1,000. There's like 6 of
kill
them.
you.
I know math is your
But
favorite
first,
subject, Ryan.
let's
Can you
catch
do
you.
a recount of those animals? Can we go back to the
Listen.
beginning? Just double check, because that didn't look like
Prince
1,000.
with the swift warning.
Mm.
Be cunning, full of tricks, and your people will never be destroyed.
Mmm.
Sounds like the promise to the Jews in the Bible. I'm picking up some real, some real,
anti-Semitic vibes here.
yeah, some real Semitic vibes. Yeah. I swear, if I see a dreidel or a yarmulke, I'm shutting this thing off.
This does make me appreciate the older soundtracks though, and movies used to have. I don't even know how to describe what it is.
The fact that some retarded mongoloid made out of plastic isn't singing about WAP probably is would be my guess. The fact that actually quality instrumentals had to be put on this to make it something. Real talent and skill. They didn't have
What's-
all the editing we have these days. Yeah.
Ryan, what's WAP?
So,
I'll let Sloboda.
no, I'm just gonna point out that Art Garfunkel sings a song in this.
Well, doesn't sound like singing to me.
This was the I don't think we've seen his name yet. Maybe we did, but the director that did this is the very first movie he directed. Is this one?
Guess you gotta start somewhere.
That and the number of individual frames they would have had to like hand draw to get this down is insane.
That's it. It was Martin Rosen.
It's actually pronounced rosin, thank you.
Think it's safe now, Fiver. Well, there's still something strange about the Warren this evening. Is it dangerous?
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
exactly danger, it's...
So Mr. Watership is in a domestic partnership with his rabbit man brethren.
Come on.
I think it's his younger brother.
Is that what
Even
they tell
better.
the
Is this
neighbors?
Kentucky?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that what they tell the neighbors? It's my younger brother.
What's going on?
It's only that run fiver. Jumping up blue bottles again.
Come on, hurry up. Fiver found it, Toadflax. And we'll eat it. Coltsfoot are for Owsla. You know that.
The pissed off little rabbit, dude.
Tell you the
They
truth,
seemed
I'm getting
pleasant.
tired of it. Sometimes I feel like clearing out of the warren altogether. Never mind. Let's forget it and try to enjoy the evening.
Being put upon by the man.
Yeah.
Only the
So
best for this rabbit.
they're some disenfranchised rabbits we got
Jews.
going on
Oh.
here. Yeah. Oh well, no, just rabbits. Oh, is that
This is where he
a
does
little-
weed?
A little bit of green tobacco there.
Where it comes from.
A little bit of
I know now.
the devil's lettuce.
What do you mean?
Look. The field. The field. It's covered with blood.
Blood? That was silly.
Rabbit's tripping. Spoopy's scary.
Got some real demon vibes, dude. You watched this as a kid?
Yeah.
Back to the burrow. It'll come there. Don't think it won't.
Like, was this just on a constant loop
Oh, yeah.
playlist in your like childhood living room? This and The Exorcist, just
Oh.
playing back to back.
We had it on VHS.
Oh, Warren.
Yes.
Oh my
it's
God.
right.
So you rewound it every time. Good job.
They won't come. They'll think you're out of your mind.
You must listen to me, Hazel. Something very bad is going to happen.
Well,
So far, I think I still like Feifel Goes West better. Because it's about a little Jewish mouse.
but I don't expect you'll like the idea at all.
From Russia.
Is
That-
it, I was gonna say, is it about him escaping Germany?
We've got to go.
Who goes west?
All of us.
Go away.
Yes, before it's too late.
Is there something wrong? What's he on about?
What's the matter, do you think?
Is there danger?
So, can we just talk about how none of the rabbits have been women yet?
Find out what's happening.
Well, there's the one with the babies there.
Didn't speak, though.
Hazel? It is Hazel, isn't it?
It is.
What are you doing here?
This is an adventure story.
We? You mean
Oh, right. Women aren't allowed to have adventures. I
I
forgot.
must.
What's it all about?
Oh boy.
Bigwig? What do they want? They want to see the Chief Rabbit.
Jonathan slowly picks up his Batman mask. Misogyny? I think so.
Look, Bigwig. When have I ever asked to see the Chief Rabbit?
Big wig.
He's got that whole Trump toupee thing going on for him.
A little extra hair up top.
little Trumpy rabbit.
Come on, then. They'll probably get my ears chewed off for this.
Said he was going to get his ears chewed off, so I'm guessing he had to ask his wife permission to have the boys down into the cave.
No, sir. Hazel.
I knew your mother well.
Dumbledore?
And your friend?
My brother, sir. Fiver.
Your brother.
Doing a little colonoscopy.
Well, he's
And rabbits.
coming to our warren.
A bad danger.
Oh, he's got a secret stash of that good greenery down in his little man
does.
cave. That's the private stock, baby. That's the good arugula.
And he takes it and he eats it in peace, so he turns around.
It's bad. It's so bad.
So,
To do.
Go away, all of us.
is Fiver
In May,
a prophet rabbit?
the mating season.
Either that or
I
he's
mean-
tripping out.
Well, he's
One of the
had these
two.
feelings before, and he's been right again and again.
Oh, he's a prophet. Set him in.
Perhaps we'll discuss it later in summer.
We can't wait. We can't wait.
Well, it's been good of you to come, Walnut.
That's not my
Wait
name.
for it.
Bigwig.
Oh,
Bigwig. Sir, what was that all about? Well,
Uh-oh.
Time to get his
Uh-oh.
ears chewed off.
his mother.
not
if they-
too much of a big wig now, are you?
Yes, sir.
Who's that? It's me, Dandelion. Blackberry.
Dandelion told me you were leaving the Warren tonight. If it's true, I'd like to come along.
We'd like to come along too.
I don't much.
First woman right there. 12 minutes in.
That toadflax fellow
Or was it a effeminate, like, prepubescent boy rabbit?
has been turned out.
Then the sooner we're off the bat.
Could have been like a Justin Bieber tween rabbit.
They's been watched.
You don't know that.
Oh no. Corporate America's coming for you.
In the middle of England.
It's the Ausla. They're coming.
What are they gonna do? Nip at your cottontail?
I really hope they
Talk to
pull
you.
some like Saving Private Ryan maneuvers and stick sticky grenades to the tank tracks of the
There you go.
bulldozers.
This rabbit tends to find himself in some hairy situations.
I hate everything you stand for. I was
Perfect.
hoping no one was gonna pick that low-hanging fruit, but here we are.
Fiver, I've been thinking about what you said. You sure?
I'm sure. And we're leaving.
Leaving? Where to?
We don't know exactly, but we're going.
You're all under arrest.
Under arrest?
What do you mean?
What for?
Spreading
What are you gonna do?
Inciting to mutiny.
There's a bad danger coming.
That's not good.
You'll all come with me. Is he alone? I am Captain of Ausla.
Go. Now. Or we'll kill you.
It's
Oh,
you
wow.
killed. Bigwig.
Yes, you know me.
Gray rabbits versus brown
With
rabbits.
the Ausla.
Right.
Some racial undertones here.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
He goes, well, I think I'm coming with you.
I feel
There's de-
underrepresented as a gray rabbit. No, is this not about me? All right.
Hazel, we'll have to stop here. Fiver and that other half-size one are all in. They need to rest. Right, Hazel.
Look.
The other half-sized one.
We'll really be clear of the Ausla, and we can rest then.
I've never been in a wood before, Hazel. It looks dangerous.
Follow me.
Is that a hawk I hear? I'm just waiting for one of these little rabbits to get lifted clear off the ground.
Easy. Second dinner all night.
Oh, a little rabbit bone snapping action. A hawk found one of them. Called it. It's an owl. Speaking of setting people in as a prophet,
Well, aren't you a hoot?
let's not hop to conclusions. I hate myself. Oh,
It had just killed. I saw blood on its lips.
Lucky for us, it had. Otherwise,
Doesn't
it would
have
been
lips.
quicker.
hey, might just need some chapstick, dude. Quit being so judgmental, assuming the worst about him.
Classic rabbits.
The mixture of shots and music there, that was kind of tense.
Yeah,
kinda-
those birch trees looked a lot more ominous in the dark. Little kingfisher.
Don't pretend like you know birds.
You know I'm an avid bird watcher since the beginning of this movie.
We shall have to cross it. Cross it? Who's going to cross it? What do you want to cross?
Get on the back of the frog with the scorpion. I remember that one.
Yes, but I don't think I can swim, Hazel. I'm worn out, and Pipkin's even worse than me.
We can't just sit here.
I know what we ought to be looking for.
Your boy needs a rescue inhaler. He's looking rough.
Right, so
Needs a nebulizer. Just
here, all around.
Just give him a shot of steroids. That's what they did to me.
little prednisone.
Can't
He'll
breathe?
be fine.
You'll be all right.
Just give him some juice. Oh boy. I hope Lassie gets shot in the face.
There's a dog loose in the wood.
Well, that does it. A dog?
Come on. What do you think will happen when he picks up our scent?
Dude, if that dog shakes one of them to death, I'm gonna lose it. Just ragdolls. Big wig. I'm gonna be so happy.
Together we'll all get
Do they show this to children to have them obey parents more?
Look,
Could be.
Because they should.
It floats.
That's it. That's it.
It's called buoyancy, you idiot.
Get on, quickly.
They're rabbits,
Yes.
Ryan.
Keep the wow. Keep the prophet alive. How will we know where to go?
Silver, Bigwig, get your nose under it. Push it out. Quickly.
Save the prophet.
Oh, get him. Get him. It's where James Cameron got his inspiration for Titanic.
You all right?
Of course.
That was a good idea of yours, Blackberry.
Yes. Let's try to remember it. Might come in handy again.
Move along.
The crazy thing to me is I'm imagining these were all original instrumental, like musical scores made for this.
Yeah.
So you have, I mean, it sounds like so far, for the most part, almost unbroken.
Never seen anything like that.
So even to this point, 20 minutes of all original multi-instrumental scores for this. That's insane.
It runs on it.
yeah, faster than we can.
It's dangerous then. Could catch us.
No, it won't take any notice of us at all. I'll show you. Watch this.
Wow.
See? It's not interested.
So
What are you waiting for?
I like to tempt death as well.
Bigwig gives whole new meaning to playing in traffic. Probably has some undiagnosed mental health issues that probably should be addressed.
I don't, Ryan was
Yeah, that
Ryan was praising the soundtrack, and I don't know if you'd heard it, but they called it a roo-doo-doo. The car.
A rude. Oh my gosh.
A warm, friendly burrow, perhaps?
Yes, that's exactly correct. It's a warm, friendly burrow.
Plants that will cover us sight and sound until we're rested.
You're beginning to sound like a chief, Hazel. Hazel Ra.
Hazel Ra. That'll be the day I call him chief, that will.
Sorry, bumped my microphone there.
Passed out. The rest of the movie, they're sleeping in a warm, happy burrow. Great pick, Chris. Real exciting. Another hour of rabbits sleeping under brush.
Just heavy breathing.
And a little bit of...
Did he get him?
Yep.
Oh, you're getting fed to some hawk babies. Natural selection.
Violet's gone.
The only female in the squad just got killed. This is a full-blown sausage fest now. Tough times, buddy. Sorry.
Because all the world will be your enemy. Oh, and there's something else. Just
Someone's
got shot.
shooting some crows.
We'll have to stop soon, Hazel. They're frightened and tired.
You said that 10 minutes ago.
Can't rest there. That's a man place. There are no men there now.
There's a man play.
How do you know? You've never been here before then.
Do you think that's what women folk say in real life when they see something that looks masculine? That's a man place. We can't go there.
No, they say that's a man place. We have to go there.
I could smell the testosterone from here.
Chris, I swear, if the rest of this movie's rabbits running and sleeping.
I kind of get the vibe that that's gonna be what happens.
Slowly picked off by different creatures as they go.
Now we got some rabid rats coming in to get a taste. Oh. That barn owl's about to have a feast.
What's happening back home, I wonder? Think, when we lived in our own burrows, eh? Dry, soft.
Dig a new hole.
Now look, we can't go on like this.
He's got a little rabbit pneumonia.
Where are we going?
It won't be much longer. Then we
Why'd
can
the
all
color
rest.
change?
It's nighttime and it's stormy.
Suppose Fiber's all
But they're brown rabbits.
Find out.
Go back.
That was a gray one.
Probably get killed for wounding Captain Holly, an Ausla officer. Talk sense for Fritz's sake.
We must go on until we reach the hills.
I like how he said Fritz steak instead of the real F word.
Funky?
Safe.
Yep.
Well,
That-
Frith was
that
the sun god thingy from the intro.
I don't believe you know where.
he took the Frith's name in
Yeah.
vain.
When's Bambi get shot?
Dude, this rabbit looks like it has Bell's palsy. Just half its face is just drooping and hanging.
Yes.
Had some serious,
It's the sudden rain.
had some trigeminal nerve damage going on. Just bleh.
What? Are we
That's
supposed to-
insensitive. I shouldn't have said
But
that.
I don't think there are enough of you, are there?
You got hit with some necromancy,
On your own.
There are
summoning
enough of us
back to life.
protect ourselves.
Oh, don't get upset.
Who are you? What do you want?
Who are you?
And I don't want anything.
Yeah, what about the others?
We have plenty of empty burrows, if that's what you mean.
Don't trust a stranger, dude.
Me. I hate the rain.
Oh, dude, there's some real free puppies and candy in my van vibes going on.
Funny smell.
Yeah.
Guy seems legit though.
Funny smell.
Well,
Guy seems legit. Let's go.
whatever.
I guarantee his burrow smells like mothballs and depression.
Afraid? Who's afraid? He seemed friendly enough.
They all do.
Asking us to join him. We can't sit out here like fools. Well, come along then.
Ugh. You made a poor decision.
No, I'm not. And you
Not as poor as this one. Hold my beer.
Yeah.
Hazel? Come along, Fiver.
that smell again?
It's almost like man.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
it's you, is it? How nice. Why, so
Lured him in.
This is rather a big warren.
Yes. Please, help yourself to flera. There are fresh roots here daily. The man throws it out.
Man? What man?
A lot of the burrows are lying empty, you know, so you're all welcome to any that you choose.
Where are all the others?
Please.
He made furniture out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Cells.
Where? Try asking Cowslip where anything.
They seem sad. Like trees in November.
Yeah, well, I still think
Trees
we made a
in
big change
November
for the
are
better.
not sad.
Do you think the man puts the food out there because of a kind heart?
Well, it's not poison.
That's what you think.
Something unnatural and evil and twisted about this place. It feels like mist, like being deceived and losing our way.
Some of us are gathering and suggesting stories. We're hoping you'll tell one.
Hazel can tell you about our adventures and how we had the good luck to join you. Surely there's no harm in that.
Dandelion, why don't you tell us the story of El Herrera?
El Arra and his trickery don't really mean very much to us. Charming as it is.
Rabbits will always need trees.
So clearly, this guy's a cynical atheist rabbit.
And above all,
He doesn't want to hear your silly gospel message.
as one of our poets,
El Herrera.
if I may quote,
Yes.
He doesn't want to hear about your sky daddy.
where are you going, stream? Far, far away. Take me with you, stream. Take me on your dark journey. Lord
Some
Frith,
spoken word.
Take me far.
Slam poetry, baby.
The silence.
It even has the stage light. He's in the stage light.
The silence.
I've had enough.
Get the fuck off the stage.
Just got booed off by
Too
little-
dark for me. I'm leaving. I don't want to hear your sad songs of being touched as a child.
Where are you going?
Away to the
God bless it.
By yourself? He'll die.
You're closer to death than I.
You're determined
Oh.
to ruin it for us, aren't you?
No.
You left the hometown with him, bigwig.
Everything's bad.
No.
I have a funny feeling in my toe.
No.
I'm finished with you.
Oh,
And what's more, I'm
Raka.
finished what everyone else is.
wow. That's vicious.
Uh-oh. He just got by something. Sucks to suck, bigwig.
Raka. Trapped.
It's a snare, buddy. I can't hear you because it sounds like you're choking to death.
They tell you in Ulster. Think.
No good biting wire.
Run, Fiver. Run to the warren and get the others. Blackberry, Silver, and Cowslip. Be quick, you'll die.
Blackberry, Dandelion, come quickly.
Snares don't move.
Come on.
So you watched a rabbit slowly suffocate to death as a child.
We've got to loosen the wire somehow. Yes, but how?
Is Cowslip coming? Maybe he knows.
He wouldn't come. He told me to.
Oh.
He told you what?
This is it. The wire's on a peg. We've got to dig it out. The peg's narrower down there. It tapers.
Oh, he's bleeding
Wow.
out of his mouth.
Go in.
Your boy. This is some like Saving Private Ryan animated. Oh my God. Rabbit edition. Oh no.
How old were you when you watched this?
It's free.
11 or 12, I think.
Man, that's quick. Those flies came fast.
Bruh. Bigwig just got rocked.
I think he's gone.
I mean,
Got you out. Big.
kind of deserved it.
You're free.
You're free to run in the field
We got you out.
in the bright shining beyond.
What do we do without him?
Where
Bruh.
there's carrots everywhere.
Heart has joined the 1,000. For my friend, stop running today.
You pay for it.
the food, the warren, but no one must ever ask where anyone was or speak of the wires. The whole place is snared everywhere, every day.
They left Bigwig to die.
Silver's right.
Let's drive them out, take their warren and live there ourselves.
Yes, back to the warren.
Yes, back to the warren.
Oh, Embley of Frith, you fools.
Nope.
That warren's nothing but a death hole. Yes, let's help ourselves to a roof of bones.
Is he back from the dead?
Still dying. He's not dead yet.
I swear to God, if he just yells out, freedom!
Let him alone. Let him rest.
Don't have to rest.
Yes, let him rest.
What do we do now, Fiver?
Go
There you go, Bigwig. You needed to survive to be president in 2020. Trumpy rabbit.
for us. High, lonely hills, where the wind and the sound carry, and the ground's as dry as straw in a barn. That's where we ought to be.
On a rabbit farm.
Here for it. I kind of wish we would have planned this out so I could have been distasteful and ate like rabbit jerky as we were watching this. Or had some like rabbit stew to work through as we watched this.
The next one, we'll do Crocodile Dundee. You can eat a little alligator.
Little gator jerky.
Or Madagascar, and you can bring whatever kind of jerky you want.
There you go.
Pipkin, why don't we go and look round the farm?
No.
The farm, Hazel? What for? Cats and dogs.
I've got a little plan.
So I can sacrifice you to the farmer so he doesn't catch the rest of us.
I don't know what kind of like social or political commentary I'm supposed to be taking from this, but I kind of am viewing these rabbits as hapless, irresponsible, nomadic creatures that refuse to get a job and grow up. Like they're like, oh, we're just gonna go, we're gonna go chase the dream down here or there. It's like, dude,
Gen
go-
Zers?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, dude, work on just cultivating your ground and eating carrots and digging burrows instead of like, oh,
they're being-
the promise of a better tomorrow every day.
They're being put
I'm an
upon by the
entrepreneur.
man, though. Gotta run away.
The patriarch's keeping them down, some cisgender white male.
Actually,
Gray
yes, it
rabbits.
was.
Thank you very much. Cisgender gray rabbits.
Oh my good lord, dude.
I can't wait for this dog to do what dogs do.
Hazel, let's go back.
Just a little further.
Are we gonna approve this watch through for children? Because I really think we should. I want to share this experience with them.
Nope, probably not.
I think your spicy jokes made that an impossibility.
Well, no, here's the thing. I don't think the kids would be able to comprehend the jokes being made.
But if you see a cat, you will let
Well, and we didn't watch the new one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't you say there was a new one on Netflix?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like it was made 2 years ago, but the CG looks like it's from like '98 or something.
The good stuff.
Hey,
Spirits.
that's 20 years ahead of this.
Spared no expense. Oh, are those the female rabbits?
we please. Weed grass, lion sun.
Is this a little rabbit harem they found?
Oh, yes. Well,
Oh, look at this, dude. More political and social commentary. They're going to try to pursue the easy way and pleasure in the little rabbit brothel instead of cultivating the land and getting a job. And that's going to be the undoing of you is chasing rabbit tail.
I've read Pilgrim's Progress. I know how this ends.
Where is it?
There. I think it smelt us.
I'll get you away.
Thank you.
Just follow me closely.
Oh, yes.
Run when I do.
Run when you do.
Rabbits are the worst decision makers in the history of all animal kind.
Clever, I suppose. I bet you can't run at all. You pie-eyed, saucer-licking scrap scraper.
That is going to be my new insult I call people.
Scrap scraper.
I don't know what he said. I'm going to go back and start calling
say,
people that.
Pie-eyed, sauce-licking something scraper.
Scrap scraper.
Scrap
Yeah,
scraper.
I'd put that little insult right up there with like a cotton-headed ninny muggins.
Ninny Mugginson.
let him alone. Cruel thing.
How dare you act like your own species and your own instincts? This is 2021.
Where
you
you
must
get
act how I tell you.
you just get to act however you feel, and no one can tell you you're wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, it's your lived experience, Jonathan. No one can tell you you're wrong.
Well, you're not wrong.
Live your truth.
Hmm.
There's something coming up the line of the hedge. Can you see it? I hear it. It's something big. A cat? I don't know.
Let's stand here until we figure out what this vicious thing is. So it can eat another one of our family members.
Please tell me they're smoking out or flooding out their burrow.
It's the black rabbit of Inlay. Don't talk like that. They'll get us on.
We go by the well.
Ah, yes. Everyone knows about the black rabbit of Inlay.
Stay where you are. Who's there?
Oh, Dad. Oh, John.
It's Captain Holly.
Chris, do you want to talk about your childhood after this? Because you
Sure.
can. This is a safe place.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I found you.
He's been hurt. Look at that wound on his shoulder.
Yeah, just the shoulder.
You're the one that saw it coming.
But what happened?
Our Warren. Destroyed.
Destroyed? How?
Men came. Filled in the burrows. Couldn't get out. There was a strange sound. Hissing. The air turned bad.
Oh my god.
Dead bodies. We couldn't get out.
Casa Doom.
Everything turned mad. Warren, earth, roots, grass. Oh,
Wow, wow.
yeah.
Men have always hated us.
No. They just destroyed the Warren because we were in their way.
They'll never
Which one of you becomes the Witch King of Angmar?
Yeah,
I tried to find
I don't know. But there's yeah, that's a lot.
The Africans wouldn't let me go. They ripped my ear. Ripped it. Find you.
Africans? What's he talking about? Holly? Let him be. He's had a bad time. Tell us about it.
A bad time.
Little PTSD tremors. Oh, wait. what-
Whoa.
Oh, we're going cannibal rabbits now?
Well, kinda. We gotta make more rabbits because we ate a couple of them.
I'm no rabbit doctor, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna need some more female rabbits, and Violet got off
Those
like a
those
half
pink
hour
ones
ago.
were lady rabbits.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to break into prison to get with them.
Get on with it.
Sir,
Oh, my
Get on with it.
several of us propose an expedition to start
Oh,
a new Warren somewhere else.
New Warren, out of the question.
But you don't understand. The system is breaking down.
This is tradition.
Explain.
We must continue
We
on.
cannot produce litters. We're overcrowded.
I want no further
Oh.
discussion about it.
We'll go as far as you like.
Here or anywhere else.
Lady rabbits must be silent in the presence of male rabbits.
apparently this is feudal Japan.
Nah, she was too outspoken.
Mm-hmm. You gonna be okay there?
You're blowing out your microphone.
That's where we have to be.
That's fine. I'm just watching these rabbits reproduce. Really does it for me.
Oh boy.
I've got a lot of questions for my parents when we're done watching this.
Let me get this straight, Fiver. You
Oh boy.
Yes.
Come and look! You can see the whole world!
And that's where we got gassed, and that's where we got attacked by snares, and that's where we lost another one of our
That beach hangout
friends.
with a great hall and no smell
Out of
death or
control.
disease. Oh, breath on the
Imagine that being your metric for buying a new house. Yeah, there's no smell of death or disease. This will be a good place, honey. Let's set up camp here. I agree.
I've never seen anything like it.
It's some kind of a bird.
Are you hurt?
Did this bird get got with some bird shot? Do you get shotgunned?
Bigwig, I've got an idea. See if you can find some worms.
Worms? We dig for worms? What for Frith's sake?
I get up plenty soon.
Well, he's hurt and we want to help him.
A bird? What for?
We help you.
Piss off!
Or help me.
What happened to you?
Damn cat jumped me, farm cat.
We know her.
We take you to Burrow.
Go away. We no good, but I walk. Plenty good. Long way.
Where you come from?
What accent is that?
Big water. My home by big water.
Is he supposed to be like Polish or Russian?
Where is home?
A really bad Eastern European accent of some kind.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
somewhere. yeah.
Mediterranean.
I'm going more obscure than that. Lithuanian.
Don't you dare
Something
eat-
on
No,
the Baltic
no!
coast.
Or Estonia. Maybe there.
You know, I
Did that rabbit just man spread?
but it's not. Because
I'm triggered.
here I find it not.
Taking up as much space as he can to exert his cis rabbit dominance.
Dominance.
I think we've done very well for ourselves.
But we don't have any does.
Yeah, you don't.
Not one. That means no kittens. After we're gone, no warrant. So that's why you went to that farm. I thought we might be able to get some of those hutch rabbits to join us.
What's to be done then, Hazel? Set off again?
Hey, babes.
There's not been a sniff
Want to come
since we got here.
in the old hovel with us?
Key
We got a tree just down the way.
We'll get the bird to search for us.
Boy.
What home? This hole. Where are mates? Where are chicks? Mate. Make eggs.
This bird has one thing on its mind.
Eggs. Many eggs. We
Instinct. Instinct.
others come. We fight.
Yeah. Attack the healing bird that you're helping.
You got no mates. Where are mates? Where are chicks? Plenty trouble for you. You need mates.
It's working, Hazel.
You got no brains. You no plan. You need mates for plan. Listen. I got plan for you. Wing better. I go fly. Fly for you. I find mates.
What a splendid idea, Kia. How clever of you to think of it. You very fine bird. When will you be able to fly?
Flattery.
I fly anytime. Stand back. When I fly, stand back. Stand back. Back, back. I need
Yes.
room.
The whole field is available to me, but you're in the way.
I soar. I glide. I sickle.
This bird is giving off some real crackhead vibes. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not, because the whole field was his to run on, and he ran toward the bird, or the bunnies.
Or sorry, it's 2021. He's giving off some real substance use disorder vibes.
He wasn't raised right. Don't hold him accountable for his actions.
Oh, Lord.
Personal responsibility doesn't exist.
Unfortunately, you're not wrong.
Who do I blame? The government, my parents, my teachers, you guys. I blame you guys.
Bigwig said you couldn't make a friend out of him.
You're welcome.
That's probably that big water.
Thanks.
I think you're right. Blackberry, I want you to get Dandelion and meet me here after the others are asleep.
Oh, they're going to raid the little rabbit harem.
What's that R word you just said?
Raid?
Are you sure?
Oh, my Lord. They got one
Going
thing
to,
and
going to liberate and bring freedom.
Oh.
Bring freedom to the hatch rabbits.
Can we just acknowledge the fact that this is rabbit prostitution at its finest? There's a payment, there's an exchange of goods going on. Freedom for favors.
Services in exchange for
their liberation. Is it really liberation if you have to do what they want?
They get to wander around the field? Yeah.
We're right here.
Yes.
And those beta males are like, oh, I want to stay here.
Tell me about your feelings.
That's the signal. Quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, little meow, meow, meow.
Just put butters on them.
There you go. Are those brown coats? Is this Nazi Germany?
Oh my gosh. Okay, we've liberated you. Time to perform services.
Oh. Oh.
Like how only one of them got out willingly, too.
He's literally pushing them out of their home.
Come on, you're liberated. Come on, move.
Not everyone wants freedom.
Lucy's rabbits out here.
He's
Not wrong.
gaslighting the female rabbits.
There he goes. Keep torch on, man.
Oh no. Oh, he got.
I reckon he's in them nettles. Have a look, then. Oh, I hit enough, right?
It's a man-eat-man world out there, huh?
Don't see me boy. He might be a long ways off now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, he ain't.
What a lazy dog. Let him off the leash. Finish the job, dude. Now that guy's gonna bleed out slowly in the nettles.
I reckon he's in them those nettles there.
I guess so.
It's a man versus rabbit world out there, guys. Gotta keep on your guard. Or you'll never have a lady rabbit.
Is that one of the moral story lessons we're supposed to take from this?
Pretty sure.
Fiver,
Chris?
there's been some trouble.
Any other morals we're supposed to take? So far, I think I've just got that one.
Well, so far, we've had
It's Lord Frith.
the nihilistic Warren about what it means to accept death.
Hazel's dead.
Now we've had
Your life has been-
we've had the hatch rabbits that are very their gold chains don't weigh heavy on them.
No, they don't.
They're in a golden cage, but it's made of gold. That's the important part.
Fiverr hasn't integrated his own shadow yet. Where's Carl Jung when you need him? That's what that scene that we were just watching, right? This
He's following
His own
the
shadows.
black rabbit of death.
Icor the black rabbit. What of
The black rabbit of Inlay.
Inlay? Yes. Been reading a lot of Greek mythology lately. Ichor is the blood of the gods.
This dude's got a real Michael W. Smith type voice singing in the background.
It's Art Garfunkel.
This is exactly what I need to watch right now. I'm gonna need to go get some. Whoa!
It was on this exact day in animation that the whole crew decided to do acid for the first time.
Okay, and then the rabbit becomes a pine tree, like a Christmas tree, and then it'll spin, and then blood will soak the fields, and then the fields will become locusts, and then the black shadow rabbit.
When we started,
will
Ryan was
return.
asking, it's like, is he high? Like, I get he's high like the whole time.
Yeah, the movie ends. The rabbit wakes up from a dream.
He got into a bunch of poppies.
There are worse ways to go. There it is.
He's definitely on a hallucinogenic, dude. Come on.
Yep.
Visual or ocular distortions.
That was pointing at his eye. Chris, is this an Illuminati film? The all-seeing eye? You guys are just gonna really leave me hanging on this one, huh?
Yep, yep. I'm still waiting because we have what? We got 35 minutes. We got 35 minutes left, and I'm just waiting to see like a whole droves of rabbits get rocked and flattened by like a steamroller when the roads get put in. That better happen at some point.
Do you mean the World War II tank when it rolls through as it's occupying Germany?
I don't know, dude. I keep getting that giant red circle. I feel like there's more like the Rising Sun, like more of a Japanese war type thing going on. So maybe like an Iwo Jima type war front going on. So maybe, like dive bombing bulldozers into the field.
Any rice fields for these rabbits to run through. We are not in Iwo Jima.
Perfect landing.
Oh, man.
My favorite character so far? This bird.
Hazel,
Full of hubris.
our man shot him. Come on, follow me. Come on.
You get black stones out.
What do you mean?
Always with gun is coming little black stone. You never see? Take.
Maybe it's not that this bird has an accent, but he's got some kind of speech processing disorder like Wernicke's or Broca's aphasia.
Did you find anything on your flight?
Could be. He's literally picking
Guide us there.
the shot out of him.
And the rabbit who is injured is only concerned about finding the lady rabbits.
Patrols? What do you mean? You see this?
He's got his priorities right.
The preservation of life.
Tells you you're above ground.
The tribe must survive.
Well, and here's the thing. So, to Chris's point, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes before, it can't be true nihilism because even if there's a belief that the point of life is to procreate, that means there's meaning, and that can't be nihilism then. So, there is something they're living for, right?
Must get away. They caught one trying
Tradition.
to when I was there. Lack of art.
Chris, you're way more into the philosophy things than I am. Is that a fair assessment? As long as there's any semblance of a reason of something to live for higher than yourself, nihilism really can't be the belief set then?
I suppose, yeah.
Then there are some that might be.
Because wouldn't true nihilism basically just be you might as well just kill yourself? Like there's nothing to live.
Oh,
like
that-
everything's meaningless.
Because Lord Fritz said one of his great messages.
That would be the extreme of nihilism, I guess, but
What just happened?
see, Fritz sent one of his guardians to save him.
Apparently
Fucking
apparently that train thought their life was meaningless.
Choice. I get myself just as soon as I'm fit to travel.
I don't like this idea of yours at all, Hazel.
Holly, I want you to stay here.
You don't like any ideas. You're just a bunch of naysayers.
I've been in Africa, and I tell you, you're making a bad mistake that might very well get you all killed.
We'll offer a better solution. You big ninny.
I'm gonna write that down though, so we can talk about it later.
Nihilism?
You big ninny? Oh.
No, you big ninny, Ryan. We're not talking about nihilism. We're going to talk about the philosophical concepts that came to bring about the origin of the term ninny.
Oh, Bigwig's gonna get this fox.
Oh, I hope that fox gets Bigwig. Idiot. Oh.
Let's get out of here.
But come on, hurry.
Aren't you wounded?
No, never better. Let's go.
I will stand here and explain myself to you because that's more important.
Lost my head, Hazel. I've been strung up.
They going back for the lady kind?
You have to. There's no way to preserve the tribe without that. They left all the others behind.
Stopped limply, you know, ready to run really fast, when I bumped into a group of rabbits face to face. I tried to warn them about the Humber, but all they did was try to stop me. One of them said, "You stay here." So I knocked him down. I had to. And raced off. Next thing I heard,
So I punched him right in the mouth and ran away.
Got the other rabbit.
you must have. After all, I led them right into it. But I never saw what happened.
It's not to rest here, they come.
Gosh dang it, dude, this bird.
He's coming for find you. He's close. You go to river, then they not find you. Come on.
He is Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is the guide.
Yeah, come along. By other side,
I want to know what racial group the editors, the audio editors, had a beef against that they were trying to like stereotype.
Oh no, this is all director.
That they were trying to stereotype and like be
Okay, I want the
intentionally offensive
voiceover
against.
of the bird to be Eastern ethnic. Well, can you describe that a little more for us? You know, he talks like this. Come to the bird, you do the things. Italian? Well, not Italian, like Eastern European, Eastern ethnic.
They literally
We'll
had
find someone.
They literally had like a real life Michael Scott do the bird for
no.
them.
Probably though. When does Peter Cottontail show up?
It's a white patrol. Be careful, Eisenley.
Did they just call it a white patrol?
Wide.
Oh.
It's the cop
like-
rabbits.
Hmm. That's right.
Bruh.
Rough him up. Oh,
What?
fade to black.
Was that rabbit
Alright.
resisting arrest or
Oh my gosh.
too soon?
We picked up this Plessy and brought him in.
Harambe.
Who are you? My name is Bigwig.
Big wig, sir.
What were you doing?
I've come to join Ephrafa.
Why? I'm surprised you ask.
I like that these rabbits that are supposed to be intimidating are literally like drag queens wearing eyeshadow.
The questions. What can you do? I can run and fight. Fight, can you? I've been an officer in the Nausla. So, you came.
Yes. The Nausla.
I thought you might have some.
Heard that's a tough district. How long do you have to walk the beat for before they gave you detective duty?
I volunteer for tribute every time.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to do, you have your choice here. You're not an officer for nothing. Thank you, sir. And
Just take your pick of the lady rabbit kind.
fight by your mark.
Dude.
Yes, let's mark them. That's always worked out really well when one tribe marks another tribe.
Those Ephrafans that are fast and savage.
Jonathan, I feel like you're trying to make this about you again, and I really just don't care.
Possibly stand and fight them. Then we'll have to find another way.
I'm just going to sit over here behind this computer and be triggered.
We can't move on from the past if you keep talking about how your ancestors were branded and tattooed. I'm trying to forgive and forget, and you just seem like you don't want to do that.
Then go on water.
Correct.
Floats, Hazel.
That's a callback.
It's like 9/11.
Floats.
9/11's
Never
a callback.
forget.
Oh man.
Aren't you going to Silvley?
I don't silflay at this time, sir.
Tell him why you're here, Blackavar.
I come here for the mark to... I come here for the mark to see me. I've been punished for trying to leave the warren. The council were merciful. The council were merciful.
Manipulation at its finest.
Probably deserved it. I mean, did you see him?
Council ripped his ears and says he has to show himself.
It's like the...
morning and evening, so
Oh my gosh. The woman in a domestic abuse relationship who shows up to work with a black eye. You don't know him like I do. I just... Oh. I shouldn't have said that. I deserved it.
Wow.
Some people wonder why they're single. I've never had to ask why. I know.
Same. We all know.
Look elsewhere if I were you. She's a...
Oh, that's rough.
The council's got their eye on her.
You go now, talk to
Bigwig's gonna be Genghis Khan of the rabbits.
Talk to Mr. Bigwig.
He'll be in field by Arch on the Iron Road. Go find him.
By the Iron Road? Yeah, I go and find him.
He'll tell you the plan.
He tell me the plan.
Don't attract attention.
Of course.
Oh. He tell me the plan.
You wait here.
Guys want to get matching tattoos of this bird?
Yes. But where are we going to put it?
Left, center, butt cheek.
Forehead. Oh. That works too.
Chris, you don't have any ink, do you?
No, not my thing.
We could make it your thing. Let's go get matching bird tattoos. That would be a great addition to your vlog.
Chris, for my birthday, I want you to do me a favor.
I thought that the body was a temple.
It is. You have to put relic and runes on it.
You have to decorate your temple, dude. Come on.
In my
Don't have a boring temple.
My fine garments.
Sent by the council.
And when you're not wearing garments?
My body is the temple.
My friends are not far away.
Where's the decoration?
Courage,
I am my own decoration.
spirit, it's so much later.
We can escape from Ephrafa, believe me.
Or you and Tasman could broker some kind of deal. I guess you can't really do an upside down Star of David to be sacrilegious. Maybe just like the Star of David with the red circle and slash through it. He has to get that if you get the bird.
Wow.
Wow. We'll do an even match on tattoos.
There will be lots of us. We'll meet you
Wow.
on Iron Bridge. Sunset.
Good.
Sunset. Then you must guide us to the river.
The good trick.
Trick? What trick? Listen, if you...
Cross-dresser rabbit's about to get all up in his business.
Jackalopes.
No, dude, I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. The RuPaul rabbits.
Wow.
You plenty good fella.
That bird is always barking orders. My idea to get the plan. You wait here.
It's set.
When?
Get as many as you can to the near hind mark at sunset, just before early Silflay.
Suppose something happens.
Nothing will happen. We can do it.
Yes. I think we can.
Bigwig's got a little romantic interest.
Sometimes I can see it. I high down with trees. I've become foolish.
You'll have to meet this friend of mine. He talks just like that.
She's already talking about the house she wants, what she's gonna name the kids. Sweetheart, you guys haven't even been on your first date yet, and you're already planning your future together.
Well, I mean, pickings are a little slim in her tribe, and this is an opportunity at something unknown and possibilities. And
He's the dangerous biker boy. He's just got a mysterious...
Yeah, Bigwig's the best we got to offer. That's why we sent him in.
That white bird you were talking to this morning.
Talking to, sir?
You were very close to it.
You know what it is? He's the only one with any hair. They're all bald. They've got like alopecia. They all have alopecia or male pattern baldness, and he's the only one who's got a nice full head of hair. Can't turn that Harry Styles haircut down.
Your own mark. Sir, one more thing. What do you know about a homba? A homba, sir?
Harambe?
You did it onto some rabbits.
I didn't intend to. I didn't know they were there.
You didn't report it. Everything out of the ordinary is to be reported.
I didn't know there was anything out of the ordinary in running from a homba.
Big Brother's watching.
It was a patrol on the
Every
trail of
time.
a band of strangers. Do you know anything about them?
I saw some tracks.
Some real Orwellian dystopian vibes.
I'm taking out a wire
So it's modern day.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Thought police.
Road and try to pick up the tracks.
Chris, did you trigger it? Are we gonna have the police show up soon?
Trigger what?
The thought police.
Oh.
Because of our conversations.
Don't let him out of your sight.
Wasn't planning to.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I would like to address the fact that there is not once, or it doesn't appear to be at least once, that there was a nuclear family unit. So I think there's some more political, social commentary. Nancy Pelosi had her
It's the
hand in
70s.
making this.
No one told me anything about it.
Have a look over there and you'll see why.
Or the rabbit. Oh.
Yes, the trumpets let me know that it's victory.
Bigfoot came to play.
The new officer, sir. He's gone.
Bigwig?
He's wounded Sherville and taken a crowd of the mark with him.
Boy's got some jowls on him.
I'll blind him.
I'll blind him.
Just like me. The victory march. Don't just stand there. Didn't we learn this lesson already? You keep moving.
Well, the
Clearly we
bird's
haven't.
supposed to lead him to the boat.
Unfortunately, the nomadic
Oh no.
the nomadic millennial non-committal rabbits refuse to commit to anything. Is there a rabbit parent basement they could move back into? A rabbit burrow that they could maybe boomerang back into?
Is no sunset. Is no good here.
Oh my gosh.
Where are they? They should be here by now. Silver, go up to the iron bridge and see if you can find them.
Gonna get run over by a train. This reminds me of a time when the Egyptians left Egypt,
The general.
chasing their slaves.
In any
They were heading to the river.
We'll take one or two of them with us before it's finished.
Bigwig?
Oh.
You traitors! Captain, get this miserable group back to their marks. I'll settle with you myself, Bigwig.
Oh.
I need to take you back.
Come on and try, you crack-brained slave driver.
Get away! Get away, blast you! Get away, you damn white bird!
White bird's always coming in to save the day.
Is that white bird symbolic of white saviorism, or
Mhm. There it is.
is that what that is?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You did it, Bigwig.
So what are we supposed to infer from that? That white saviorism is a good or a bad thing?
Well, this is from the 1978, so anything is clearly good. Anything controversial is clearly a good message in this movie.
Keep going down to the river.
I'm gonna eat this rope.
The general's behind me. Where do we go, Hazel?
I trusted you, Bigwig.
Burba-dur-ba-dur-ba-dur.
You'll either go into the river or be torn to pieces. There's nowhere left to run. champion. Then, when I give the word, we go straight into them. That
Also-
can't save you now. There it is.
What is that contraption?
Okay. So
the boat crashes.
So the Watership part of the title has now been fulfilled. Where's the down part? I want to see them. Are we gonna watch them slowly gurgle and drown because we watched the one guy choking on his own blood?
Watership Down is the name of the giant hill in the countryside of England somewhere.
Ah.
Finish here for me. I go to Pig Water.
What is this stupid bird's accent supposed to be? It's so bad.
I go to Big Water.
Like, it seems like it's a super offensive combo of like a mental handicap and and trying to rip into another country's like tonality of their voice, I guess, their accent, but oh my gosh. This director or editor had it out for someone.
I wonder if that's in the original book or not.
That they were hated a certain ethnic group and people with mental handicaps. Oh, that's rough.
Chris, for our next episode, are we all reading the book together?
Everyone, underground. What's the matter? General. Where?
The wood behind us.
No? Okay.
Full of effluent.
Nope.
I'm not going back.
I'm vetoing that.
Anyone who wants to can go. But we went through a lot to get here, and I'm not going to leave now.
Neither am I. If I'm for the Black Rabbit, there's one or two from Ephrafa who'll come with me.
We'll fill in the holes good and deep. They'll have to dig us out. They can't stay out in the open for long without attracting Ellie.
You don't know the Ephraфans. They'll never give up.
Black of ours right. Maybe we should leave.
We're staying, but there may be a better way.
Let me come with you.
No, they know you too well. It'll be better if I go alone. Now get the
Whose voice is the main voice? I know that voice. Or it sounds
I haven't
super
looked at the
familiar.
credits, so I'm not sure.
Couldn't tell you.
Take us back to Ephrafa. Their Ounslow will.
Listen, we're not finished yet. Not by a long shot.
You were one of those on the river bank. Did Bigwig send you?
I'm a friend of Bigwig's.
What was left unfinished on the river bank will be finished now.
It would be better for both of us if we could come to terms.
Terms?
We'll share the lady rabbits.
Oh my god.
I know all the deserters immediately.
Some little rabbit polygamy going on.
Something better for both of us.
Or I guess at that point it wouldn't be multiple wives, it'd be multiple husbands, so it'd be polyandry.
Enemies, isn't it? Perhaps we should be together, adjoining of free, independent warrens.
I have no time for this nonsense.
You can't break up the union.
Sir, no. You take back our terms. You tell your chief bigwig that if he and Heisensley and the others aren't waiting outside when I come for them, I'll tear out every throat in the place.
Do you remember the rats in the barn? We got out of that all right.
Yes, we did. We got out of that all right.
Hope the other rabbits don't know how to dig. Oh no, they do. Weird.
They're into the beetroots. They'll start at this end.
How cold.
What is it? Are you all right?
Another vision has come to me.
I can't hear it. I'm going away, Hazel. I'm floating. Cold.
Five.
How cold.
Five.
Someone needs to get this rabbit on some lithium or something, straighten out his brain.
They've got something down there that's strange. Get out! Get out!
They had a great bird that turned into a shaft of lightning.
And there was another creature that took them away down the river.
Here, I reckon we ought to go back home.
Who said that?
Nobody, sir.
You were put there to dig.
Get back to it.
In the name of Fritz, stop him, Hazel. The others are going farm. Wake up.
If he smothers his rabbit buddy to death, I'm gonna be elated. I'm gonna be stoked.
I want us to cut to the lady rabbits like, we left our home for this.
For cowards.
Rabbit having a seizure. Come on. Let's go back.
Bigwig, I need runners. Dandelion, Blackberry. Heisenfeld can run. Good. We've hardly any time. I've got a plan. If it works, it'll finish Woundwort for good. As soon as we're gone, block up this run and get everyone back behind the wall. But where? Hold them up as long as you can. Don't give in to them, whatever. Where are you going?
We're leaving you here. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Chief Bigwig I'm after. Find their chief.
He's a traitor. I don't trust him. Yep. He was an implant. He was what are these? A sleeper cell. Can't be trusted. He's got the RuPaul Rabbit look going on. Can't be trusted.
People are in terrible danger. So I would like to make a bargain with you. My life in return for theirs.
There is not a day or night but a doe offers her life for her kittens, or some honest captain of Asla his life for his chief. But there is no bargain. What is what must be.
Blackberry, this is where we leave you. Stay close and don't move. Don't break too soon. Are you clear what's to be done? Yes.
They're gonna get the cat to come back with them.
Oh. He killed his own dude.
He was a runaway. A
Ghillie
deserter.
suit. Classic rabbit ghillie suit. Hide in the dirt.
He went AWOL. His punishment, death by biting of jugular. I really want to see this dog do what he was bred to do. Just shake one of them like a rag doll to death.
Live by its nature.
If we meet again, Hazel Ra.
Just let those carnal instincts fly.
That's why the brilliance of the toad and the scorpion story is so good.
Overplayed, but
get out of here.
I guess the first time I heard that when I was 10, it was pretty cool. And then when would-be pseudo-intellectuals that are reminiscent of the beatnik era overquote it and think they're so original, and the first time that they've ever said it, yeah, it got overplayed. I'm like, I get it, dude. You like Madcap coffee. Chill. Why don't you roll up your beanie a little higher? Did you ride your bike to the shop?
Can you run? I think not. I think not.
Sorry, bud.
So all the female characters in this have been subordinates or the enemy.
That's
killing the main characters.
That one.
Interesting.
That female's a butch.
Femme fatale.
She's the man in her lady relationship. She's the dom, not the sub.
This is why we can't have nice things.
That is probably accurate. Bye-bye.
Roll for initiative.
Oh.
I told you once I was trying to impress you. I hope I have.
And I told you that I would kill you myself. There's no white bird here, big.
How did he get yum yum sauce on his mouth? When did we go to a Chinese buffet? make sure you take time not to smell the roses, but to establish your alpha male dominance. Oh, some pheasants.
Why throw your life away?
Cracker, sir.
Come out.
My chiefs told me to defend this run.
Your chief.
Run! Run for your lives! Run!
Get him.
There it is.
Got him. Oh.
The trumpets of justice.
This is why we play the game.
Why do we run marathons?
For this
To
dog
slaughter the rabbits.
It's for this dog to end people. Bye-bye.
Nope, makes it out alive. Blinds the dog. Comes back, takes back the lady rabbits too.
General Woundworth's body was never found. It could be that he still lives his fierce life somewhere else.
Nope.
But from that day on,
Yeah, probably.
He got rocked.
that if they did not do as they were told, the general would get them. Such is Woundworth's monument.
We use him as a fear icon for the children.
Hitler Rabbit will get you. Oh, female voices. Things may have worked out well for them.
Look at that sad November tree. It's not sad.
Where's Bigwig? Is he still around?
Harold, is that you?
Some auditory and visual hallucinations. We need to get you help.
I don't.
Donnie Darko?
I know you.
Just waiting for it to look at him and whisper in his ear, every living creature dies alone.
I am the death rabbit of Icor.
I guess so.
You've been feeling tired, haven't you?
Oh, don't get lured in. That's how death wins.
This is like the end of Gladiator all over again.
You needn't worry about them. They'll be all right.
Look at your family. They don't even love you. They're better off without you.
Oh no. Oh no.
The last sleep.
That rib cage isn't moving. That's it. He's out.
All the world will be your enemy.
Told you it was a
Prince will
trap.
have 1,000 enemies. And whenever they catch you, they will kill you.
Oh, okay.
But first,
Can't kill what's already dead.
digger, listener, runner, prince with the swift warning. Be cunning, and your people will never be destroyed.
Okay.
We're watching the second one right after this, right? Richard Briers. Michael
John
Graham
Hurt.
Cox.
Was that the name? That name sounds familiar.
I think so. It does sound familiar. Are you gonna look it up?
Let me wake up my mouse.
Voice of Frith, Marco Hordern.
Oh. Well, what I know him from was he's the guy in Alien who got his chest burst.
Okay. What else did he do?
Weird flex, but okay.
I think he might have been Chancellor Sutler in V for Vendetta also.
Yes, that's why.
Okay.
I was like, some movie that has English people in it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he was Adam Sutler in that movie.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Man, did this start out as a short film? Because it's probably what it should have stayed as.
What?
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 What? What?
You dogging on this movie?
Yes.
Yes.
If you cut down the running and sleeping by 2/3, it's an hour-long movie tops.
You could have a nice little TED Talk. Oh, man.
Christopher Morgan, this saved him some time.
One of the cameramen?
Man. Yeah. What'd you think, Ryan?
You know, not sure what I'm supposed to take away from this, other than
it's the
any childhood traumas you sustained, I now understand.
It's the universal human story of adventure.
I mean, there's I sure, and then Gaia was the weird sun god thing, sure.
Earth.
There's some Gaia vibes. All right, so now
You can just close that out and.
All right, what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So. You had a question about nihilism. Is the only thing I immediately remember.
Go back to the video thing. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. That's where I'm wondering, can we truly call it? I mean, yeah, nihilistic vibes, sure, but
they were living for
they had
traditional traditions.
It was a instinctual primitive drive, but even if that's the case and they recognize it and they pursue it, like made a conscious decision, my thought is that then ceases to be nihilism, does it not? And I'm not super savvy with that whatever.
I think so.
In what
philosophical.
Is this in relation to the one warren of rabbits or just in general?
I think because you said he had some what was the term you used? Something nihilistic, something.
Well, the one the warren where that was snared all around, their poetry was all about like just accepting the current of life and that we're all gonna die.
So I don't know that I would say
it's like their whole civilization was like had turned from like, oh, you're just like they were rejecting all of their like old traditions about El Lera and all of those things. Like, no, we need to just accept that we're all gonna die.
Well, and I don't know if that's nihilism so much as it is stoicism. I would probably make a case it's more stoicism because if I'm looking, here's why.
Okay.
If I'm looking at what they're doing for in that moment, they're recognizing what are the two phrases, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing the second part right, but amor fati is love of fate. So it's like amor fati is basically F should be in all of its totality. It's a full embracing of whatever comes, I'm going to make the best of it and prosper, or if I don't prosper, I'm still going to make the best of it.
So,
and then the other one is like the reflection of death with it, which is memento mori, which is remember too, you must die, basically. So those, I would argue,
shouldn't stoicism include both of those? Because they didn't seem to have much of the do the best you can with what you're given kind of attitude. They seemed very defeatist, in my opinion.
I would say, yeah, they're probably defeatist, but the amor fati, it's like, I don't know, and what is it? Because our definition in English of love is like very narrow, whereas like in the Greek,
shallow.
I think there's 4 different subtypes.
Sure. But I
friendship.
I thought stoicism was about like had more to do with like about the goodness of virtue though.
Yeah. So and that could be to propagate and continue the rabbit lineage.
If you were to go with the assumption that existence of your kind is a good thing, which seems to kind of be a requirement to be that thing, that you have to believe that the thing that you are is good at least at some
perpetuating.
Yeah, at least at some base level anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's why I'm saying I don't know if I would agree probably nihilistic inclinations, but I don't know if I'd say from my understanding, that's what I'm saying, it's a very narrow understanding of nihilism. I don't know if I'd say it's like full-fledged nihilism, but definitely some underpinnings of the like it's whatever, so, it's not worth,
This is a movie that traumatizes children for obvious reasons, as you've seen, but I think in it,
I don't know why.
I think in it still has a positive. It is a very positive and good moving story in the sense of it being the
kill your enemies and raid harems.
It's the adventure of life kind of story, because it's the libertarian
overthrow your captors.
It's the libertarian throw off your oppressors, don't live under tyrannies.
White gender, middle class white man.
Don't submit yourself to the previous generation. Run off into the great unknown.
But
steal wives from other tribes, and then bring in the enemy of your enemy to slaughter your enemy. Yeah, no, makes sense to me.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Until I have no enemies, and then they're my enemy.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. Yep, and I still think that the editor or producer had some serious beefs with people with mental handicaps.
Actually, I opened up groups. I was digging through earlier for a random page just to find one with Kihar in it in the book.
That's the bird?
The bird, Kihar, yeah.
Okay.
So where is this sitting at? No. He found Kihar just inside this tree, snapping. Let me skip ahead. He wrinkled his... Okay. What on earth is that, Kihar, he asked. It smells appalling. You not know him fish come from pig water is gut.
So German maybe?
Mm-hmm.
That
come
like
from oh okay, yeah. This was when he was eating the fish when they're on the boat.
So the is good is, I don't know, it sounds very like das good, like the stereotypical
Das gut?
It was the EES.
Scandinavian.
And so that
would work, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Somewhere in there, but he definitely seemed like he had, and the way they portrayed the bird is just being like this big, dumb, perpetually drunk idiot. It seems like the dude.
He had a big
seems
personality.
Like the director.
He had a big personality.
That producer editor wanted to give it to whatever group.
I think you should point down the writer for writing him that way.
Whoever it was had some beef with someone. And he's like, I'm going to stick it to these people in my animated,
you know what?
Psycho
I went to a
trip.
restaurant one time, and they didn't serve me well. What kind of restaurant was it? Doesn't matter. Writes it into their book, Eastern European. Okay.
Yeah, I really would like to stick it to this group of people by backhandedly insulting them in my psychedelic
I'm going to make you feel bad. I'm going to guilt you now, Ryan. Kihar was voiced by Zero Mostel in the 1978, holy cow, I'm dyslexic, 1978 film. It was his final film role before he died. The year before the film was released.
What nationality was that person you just listed?
Zero Mostel. Let's see.
Sounds like an integer.
He is an American actor and comedian. Samuel Joel Mostel.
I would like to know
Jewish.
Sounds like some Eastern European.
Here, I would agree with you because it says, and he's got original. I see Mel Brooks in some of his credits. So,
he was
definitely
Tevye.
Jewish.
He was Tevye, pretty sure.
There you go.
Tevye.
That's the guy that voiced him.
A German Jew.
Oh, good lord!
Is that what you're thinking?
He's Tevye. Literally the guy from Fiddler on the Roof who plays Tevye.
Does that mean he's a German Jew?
Yeah.
I'm not cultured. I'm not cultured. I saw Fiddler
Yeah,
on
he
the
was
Roof.
born in-
Seen Fiddler
I
on the
saw
Born in
Fiddler on the
Brooklyn.
Roof once in like 8th grade. Yeah, is that the If I Were a Rich Man?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And then
That's the guy.
yeah,
That's who
that's
spoke the
that's the guy. That's the dude.
English. He spoke English, Yiddish, Italian, and German.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
hoping
that's,
looking. I was hoping looking would show me who he was based off of, because I know a lot of the rabbits in the
Are supposed
book
to be
were
a
based
person.
off of
What's that, like-
people that were in the author's like platoon
so not
during
like
the
a-
war.
See, you were right. You were right, Ryan. You were right.
So there was.
I'm gonna show Thompson
Well, and
that
that's
jagoff.
so maybe not so much political. Well, yeah, it's not so much. What is it? Is it Animal Farm? Was the Orwell? Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Where it's like a political commentary on what was going on at the time with big political players at the time, right? Yeah, so maybe not so much political as social, like microcosm in his own life. So it's like this guy, this rabbit, the cross-dressing RuPaul rabbit represents my closeted homosexual drill sergeant.
Well, I think that's every drill sergeant in the English army.
Wait. I just want to go on record, or I want on record indicating that you are actually agreeing with the statement I'm about to make, that you believe that all British drill sergeants at that time were closeted homosexuals for the British Empire.
Well, I'm making a note of the time code so I can bleep out my name right there.
Not surprised.
Oh,
So we're first names.
Good times. Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
because there's no way.
that's that movie.
Yeah, that
Piece of childhood.
Yeah, some traumatic, damaging childhood. Yeah, that movie was found on the shelf that was painted with lead-based paint that was flaking off. Oh my gosh, that's rough, man. Like everything I joked about happening, short of them getting steamrolled by the bulldozer, all happened.
We didn't see them get rolled by the bulldozer, but we saw some get smashed by a train.
Well, they got suffocated.
Yeah, they got suffocated and then
they
dug
died
up.
from carbon monoxide from being buried in their tunnels.
Yep.
See, that's what happens when you don't listen to the crazy hallucinating child. When the crazy hallucinating child says something bad's coming, we need to leave, you listen and you leave.
Yes. So
what was that? Those who waited for the bread to rise are no longer with us. Is that saying, Jonathan?
Are you talking about Passover?
About the people that died in Egypt.
I mean, yes, they all left before the bread rose.
Yeah.
So that phrase fits.
Okay, I probably have the saying wrong.
I've never heard it before.
Some real anti-Semitic vibes.
What? For this movie?
Because they all left Egypt.
Well, a lot of them died in the.
You leave Egypt and you don't get bulldozed into your warrens.
You get bulldozed by your own stubbornness and ignorance and complaining and you wander for 40 years.
Yeah.
That's
They probably would have been better off just going back. Those ones.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I would agree. Because at least they would have had stewed meats.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie, I don't know, man. And here's the thing, it's so, I mean, here's the thing. I feel like with art, right, and that's what this is at several levels, how different people all could have taken different things from it. But I'm saying for a child to try to make heads or tails of that, kind of just like, what the hell did I just watch?
Get out, yeah.
So as an adult, I'm looking at it going like, this feels like some weird hipster art that I'm not sure I understood, but I'm going to feel like a dumbass if I admit I don't understand what I just watched. So a child's probably just sitting there like, moving pictures, this is entertaining, but I don't know what I'm supposed to take away from this. So it's like
and that's why kids always remember it with fondness, and then rewatch it, and they're like, "Dear Lord, what
I'm
did
trying
I
to
watch?"
think and remember as a child if this movie or The Velveteen Rabbit, which of them traumatized me more as a kid?
Isn't the Velveteen
haven't seen that
Rabbit? They what is it? You love the rabbit the more that it was worn and frayed. Is like the whole thing.
Yeah,
of like,
but
once the news worn off, there's still hope for love. And
the only things I particularly remember about the Velveteen Rabbit were the army and tank toys, and that the child died of polio in the movie. That's like all I really remember. And they burned everything because like the sicknesses and everything.
So had polio.
They burn everything at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Well,
so really,
here's the thing.
You're just reliving your childhood because of the modern day where things are
falling apart. Everything's burning down.
Chris to drop knowledge on us. Like, yeah, my brother died of polio. You insensitive ass.
Used to have a fifth sibling.
Yeah.
Well, that's my parents used to say there when people would say, "Oh, your children are so well behaved," our parents would say, "Well, we used to have 6."
Yeah. I got a similar thing in my house.
Oh, so there used to be 6 of them.
Yeah. So yeah, I think though, like when I look at that, like with the Velveteen Rabbit, it's like I feel like people are gonna have slightly different renditions of how they'd explain what they felt.
Mm-hmm.
Like what was the connotation of the story's meaning, or its whatever philosophical.
Yeah, that I don't remember at all.
So the Velveteen one, if I remember correctly, and Jonathan, you can chime in here too if I'm off base.
Never seen it.
I believe the premise was the Velveteen Rabbit, it became worn and frayed over time. And so it was like a social commentary, if I remember correctly, that, we all put a heavy emphasis, right? Like in all of our love stories and movies we watch, you see the process and struggle of them struggling to find love. They fall in love, they get married, and it's like the story almost always cuts right there because we put a value on the capture, if I can use that term, of like, I found this thing, like I laid a hold of it, but they don't really address the thereafter. And so if I remember correctly, the Velveteen Rabbit is after the gloss is worn off and the toys no longer new, the child actually loved the rabbit more as time went on because it was wearing down. And I'm not sure, I could be getting that confused with the Velveteen Rabbit, but what's the other one? Is it the Tangerine Bear?
I don't remember.
It's one. I believe it's one of those two. But all I'm saying is I remember the takeaway seemed like that was what you were supposed to pull from it. Is actually the more love you give to something, even though it's not the glossy newest edition. The takeaway is the more you're gonna love it, the more you put care into it. So,
well, I know that because the rabbit became a real rabbit at the end.
Yes.
That I remember.
I just looked up the Wikipedia.
Am I correct in the thing that it became frayed over time and he loved it more? Or am I thinking it might be the Tangerine Bear?
That sounds right to me, but I'm kind of going off of fuzzy memories. Like, I don't know if it was always frayed, but I remember it being very
That's
raggedy.
what I'm saying. I can't remember if it was the Tangerine Bear or the Velveteen.
It was a very, very loved rabbit.
Yeah,
and then after the boy died and everything was burned, it turned into a real rabbit. That's like all I.
So yeah, but the short of it, whatever one of those stories it is, it's just I'm making the point. I guess it's the takeaway seemed a lot more in line with that, where it's like there wasn't this just like it's almost seemed like with that movie it was like purposely ambiguous, purposely just left so open that it was like kind of abstract art. Let it speak to you the way it needs to. Are these RuPaul cross-dressing rabbits? I don't know. Maybe Ryan's right, or maybe it was about a closeted homosexual drill sergeant.
Who knows?
But that's the beauty of art, though, right? It's like when they leave it that open, it's like I never would have ever come up with. Yeah, I never would have come up with the term RuPaul rabbits had I not watched this movie. So,
Death of a salesman.
There you go. Right? So, yeah. But yeah, you broaden your horizons. I'd never heard of that. Well, I heard of it when what was it? Our little get together, and then now we watched it. So didn't even know that was a thing. So I know one more video to ban in my household when I have children.
No, you have.
Okay, so
definitely need to show this to them.
No, not at all. Wrong answers only. How do you describe this film to someone else?
Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only.
Oh.
A coming-of-age tale of how rabbits go on a journey of self-discovery.
Chris?
You first, Jonathan.
I asked the question. I'm moderating right now.
Well, you need to answer some questions yourself.
I will.
Wrong answers?
Wrong answers only.
Rabbits procreate to bad music. I don't know.
That's definitely a wrong answer, but I like it. I would say the
only thing that was convincing was the soundtrack.
The journey of a mad rabbit who is trusted with the preservation of the rest of the rabbit culture to procreate into the sunset.
Yep. Under
There was a sunset at the end. I think.
Under the
Maybe
compulsion of Gaia, they had to smash.
For
under the watchful eye
sake.
of Horus, the eagle.
Isn't Horus the name of like an Egyptian sun god?
Yes. Yeah. No. Ra is the sun god.
Horus is the eye.
Yeah, Horus was the eye.
Who am I thinking of?
I mean,
it's an Egyptian god. It's somewhere in there.
The only ones I remember are
the eagle,
Horus, Osiris, and Ra. But Osiris is Jesus, basically.
I'll ask my church leader about that, Chris. I don't know if he'd agree.
Well,
I was told when I'm praying corporately, I can just refer to Jesus as Osiris, and I don't have
Horus.
to.
Yeah, Horus, the falcon-headed god. Yeah,
And
even evangelicals have very interesting ideas about other
and I don't have
ancient mythologies.
I don't have to refer to God as God anymore. I'm just gonna affectionately I'm gonna affectionately rename him my Sky Daddy.
Sky Daddy.
I just
Sky Daddy Frith.
Can't.
This is why I've been kicked out of church.
You ask questions?
No, just because no decorum.
Oh.
Decorum? Who needs it? I don't even own a house.
God bless it.
Wow.
Pick that low-hanging fruit.
Every time. It's still fruit. It's delicious. I'm a fruitarian.
So yeah, I'm trying to think of what other yeah, you made an interesting point as far as social commentary, Chris, about the those gold chains aren't heavy about
on the hatch rabbits.
The hatch rabbits, aka the brothel harem female lady ones. So you
like
wanna,
only
you wanna
one of
give
them they break it down and only one of them jumped out. The rest are like, huh? I'm gonna stay here.
Well, you wanna give some commentary on what
does it mean?
What social commentary or philosophical underpinnings the storyteller may have been getting after there?
Some people some people don't like freedom. Some people want a master and they want to not have to think for themselves. They don't want to have self-determination, and they don't want... The price for freedom is too great for them, and so they would rather be slaves. That's what it means.
All right.
That kind of happens in Plato's Republic, where you leave the cave and you get enlightenment, you come back, and you're like, guys, these shadows on the wall, not the entirety of the world, I promise. Come out the cave with me. And they're like,
we're gonna kill you.
This guy's sick. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Don't listen to him. It's like, no. And some of them go outside the cave and then don't want to be there.
It's like that
freedom's terrifying.
Saying in Dune where they were quoting the one religious text about, it's like, oh, it's like I've woken up and said, I have no hands. And all the people around me said, what are hands?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
More deep.
Well, any other last thoughts?
Trying to think if there's any other any lofty subject matter we needed to cover before we shut this down. Yeah.
Real minor role for the females in this film.
Yeah, you could
Probably show it to my daughters to empower them.
Yeah.
Funny story. You might not. This story was originally written or told for the two daughters of the original authors who he wrote them for. They kept pestering him like, you need to turn this story you've been telling us and turn it into a book because they loved it so much. So
I wonder.
You joke, Jonathan, but actually I think it might actually be a very good story for
Story, sure.
daughters.
Movie, no.
I wonder almost then for his daughters, right? Because I'm just assuming they were a very young age. If he did it intentionally or subconsciously, like if we're looking at the psychology of why there wouldn't be females in the writing, is he didn't want his daughters to identify with the dramatic crap that was happening to the male rabbits, right? So it's like if he experienced wartime, his experience would have been the only females he saw rarely in combat would have been in like
for sure, definitely
medical.
cultural and
post stations, right? So you had the candy striper nurses during World War II, right? Or I guess he could have done Korea or Vietnam. So, but I think that maybe on a psychological level he did that maybe intentionally or whatever. Not so much.
Oh, for sure. I'm just talking about the movie because I don't think.
Well, I'm saying I don't know what was in the book, but if we assume there was a fair level of congruence between the writing and the animation, I'm wondering, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's a for sure thing, but I just wonder if it was less about being gendered or sexist and more about trying to protect the psyche of his daughters to not identify with the brutality of what happened.
Didn't I say wrong answers only? Sounds like a right.
Oh, I thought we moved on. We moved on already.
Sorry.
I'm looking at this.
I always want wrong answers.
I'm getting
really
the earliest copyrights I'm finding. It's either the book was either 72 or 74 was when it was written.
Because that would be.
So that would have been a World War II vet.
Because I'm trying to think his age. I'm assuming a fair amount of time went on since he was like stationed wherever. So I think World War II would probably be the most accurate. Because what else did you have in there? You would have had right at the end of World War II was Japan, and then you had I can't remember, the Korean War was right after that. Korea
was
War in 50s, I think. I could look it up. So I think
Korea was mid. America's involvement in Korea was mid 50s, but I don't know about the UK.
Okay, yeah, because he was British, so I'm thinking America. So you had the Korean War, and then you had in the 60s you had Vietnam. So I'm if I had to guess, I'd say World War II vet.
Yeah. I'm looking at his page on Wikipedia. He was in the Airborne of the Royal Army Service Corps. Served in Palestine, Europe, and the Far East.
Occupied Israel.
Yep. Well, actually, at that time, Israel didn't exist yet.
1948. 1948, Israel became a state.
He left the army before then. He left in 46, so.
I was trying to set Jonathan up to take the bait about occupied Israel, but
I had facial expressions.
I stepped on that. I stepped on it too quick for you, I guess.
Smushed it. Yeah.
Just like that train on those rabbits.
Watership Down sold over 1 million copies worldwide. Adams won both the most prestigious British Children's Book Award, one of 6 authors to do so. And the Carnegie Medal and Guardian Children's Fiction Prize
Actually, this was probably really revolutionary for its time, now that I think about
it. He didn't write it to be a kid's story. It actually was why it took so long for it to get published, because publishers are like, you have rabbit, you have a rabbit with like
PTSD.
No, the psychic ability. You have a psychic
psychosis.
You have an ESP. You have a rabbit with ESP, and you're talking about all of these deep themes, but it's rabbits. So it's like you're alienating yourself from all of them. Except you're actually winning yourself into all of them.
Military service wasn't in PSYOPs or something? And this book is actually
He,
just
he actually worked
propaganda
for MI6.
for the Queen.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to go back through then. It's like, okay, if that's sold, you said it sold over 100 million copies?
I think over 1 million copies, but this was also in the 70s.
Sorry,
just in Britain.
Right,
a
which is
million copies
yeah.
in Britain in the 70s.
So that's would equal a lot more today with the internet and whatever.
That'd be like Harry Potter book 2, where it's like just picking up steam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if it was that popular, I'd be interested to see when that book came out, what the general public's, what their perceived, or what they thought, like, what's the connotation here, right? Like, what is the intended meaning? So, like, did they see this as a political commentary on World War II that this guy was creatively portraying through story, or maybe not the war itself, but like you said, his interactions with his platoon and being like, oh, so many of us have experienced personally being touched by the trauma of World War II, losing people, the US, UK, Canada, whoever, that they're like, yeah, this resonates with me, or at least if I didn't personally get touched by the war, I know enough people who were that it makes sense. I'd be interested to know what they were thinking. Hey, what is this? Like, what was the author trying to communicate here?
Well, like everyone kind of imposed their own meanings onto it at the time. Some people said it was about, the Jews fleeing Egypt. Other people said it was about the Rwandan genocides, and other people said some. Oh, did I just read Ireland?
So basically what we addressed earlier then is, and I said it, I guess, kind of tongue-in-cheek and in jest, but it seems like, did the author ever make a comment on this is what I was after, or was what I said in tongue-in-cheek maybe accurate in the sense of I left this open,
I think
it may have had some personal meaning to him, but there was never really a core heart intended meaning to take away from it. And he was just like, abstract art, let it be what it's going to be.
I wouldn't necessarily put it to that extreme, but I think it was more that, in that whatever meaning it was to tell a good story to his daughters.
Yeah, that was the main purpose.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is, if you do a bunch of drugs and make up a story for your daughters, make sure to write it down, because
I just want to point out that it is not me, it is Ryan that is equating distinguished military service with being a junkie. I want to say that it was Ryan making that. Statement, not me.
You can credit that to me all you want, because I'm going to get into some political and social commentary here. The number of homeless veterans we have that struggle with substance use disorder is actually through the roof. It's a real thing. So I'm not saying that I'm not relieving them of their personal responsibility not to use drugs, but I am saying it's a real thing. So the number of people like homeless and substance use disorders, huge high numbers, high percentage of our retired, of our vets, and then the ones they might have a home and they might have a job.
Also,
but substance use.
I now have to point out how competently you turned me attempting to dig at you into you making me feel like garbage. So bravo.
It's all right. You're welcome.
Mission accomplished.
You're welcome, Chris. I had to write about this BS in school, so I'm gonna finally put that
education to use.
$20,000 in student loan debts to good use. So, but it's a real thing. So we had to write about that, and school. So, but I am equating it to that. You're welcome. So psychosis and PTSD, and psychosis from your brain being stripped of thiamine from years of alcoholism and other drugs. Yeah, it'll mess you up, man. So it very well could be that he was whacked out of his mind because his thiamine, which is just B vitamin, got so ripped in his brain that he had brownouts, which is where you have temporary blackouts instead of like a full 3-hour break of like, I don't remember. Brownouts are like, here's 30 minutes I don't remember. Here's another 30 minutes I don't remember, because your brain is so aft. It's like a scaled down momentary psychosis.
I've got a quote for you from The Economist in 1972.
Oh,
The
I was looking
Economist
for something I couldn't
says
find
The Economist heralded the book's publication, saying, "If there's no place for Watership Down in children's bookshops, then children's literature is dead."
Bold statement.
So they didn't really like the book.
Yeah, of course. That's clearly what that means.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Well, and here's the thing. It's like, this may be getting overly introspective, but I look at something like this and it might sound silly or overly introspective or whatever. So why do I don't know that I appreciate the animation because I'm not super artistic or whatever, but I look at that and I'm like, why is it that I don't enjoy something like this? And it's like, maybe it's the, call me craftsman because my mama raised a tool, right? But maybe it's because I want that like predictable, lead me down the path, give me the storyline, give me the connotation, the meaning I'm supposed to derive from this. Maybe it's like, is that why this bugs me so much? And it's like, maybe things like this would be good for children to have. Like, it's violent, so maybe that's a no-go for some people. But I mean, whole thing of instigating that
PG-13.
Thought. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
wonder why
instigating that free thought. I don't know that that's a terrible thing to be like, I'm not super into the indie movies, but maybe there's some value in that, right? Of like, maybe it's good for you not to always have like a definitive closure in what you were supposed to take from this. Like, it might be a good part of human development and cultivating a worthwhile mind and working on your critical thinking abilities and having to deal with just uncertainty and not always having closure on everything at a young age. Start them young. Life's full of disappointments and mystery.
You don't say.
You don't.
I've never experienced any of that.
You're welcome, Jonathan. That was a plug for you.
Thanks. Wow. All right, bring this water ship deep down home. Help me. Someone help me.
Oh, I was going to say, you haven't talked much lately, Jonathan. You should have closed this out.
Okay. Well, I didn't. The film version of this, the story's probably better, as many films are. I didn't love it, but I definitely would hang out with that bird.
I hate you so much.
At least for 2 or 3 drinks.
Hang out with Kihar at the Big Water.
Kihar!
No, Chris, we established he's a PTSD soldier.
It's Tevye.
Very good, plenty good.
It's Tevye. Come on. If I were a rich man.
All right. Well, I don't know if we'll do this again in other ways or if we'll do something else again, but this was interesting. So I guess
if I had all the money in the world,
if this worked out,
I would be a wealthy man.
If this worked out, then you're watching it because it worked out. If it didn't work out, then who knows what will happen with this.
Yeah.
This is gonna cut my entire song.
Hopefully.
Debut off.
I just really hope that the next time we do this, Jonathan's intro is him lighting a menorah. That's my very anti-Semitic request.
I wouldn't have to
You're terrible,
work
Ryan.
I mean, I'll light the menorah, but I feel like that's even more anti-Semitic.
Then I'd have all the money in the world.
Oh my gosh. Out of control. So, yep.
Well, next time we get together and do something like this, we should talk about other offensive things. So,
yes.
Until then.
In keeping with the title of this video vlog podcast thing.
Yes. Well, until next time, folks, be well. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And, I hope you make it. Sometimes you don't.